That's nice. I like that.
Trainer.
That one will be with you for a while.
Interim Duke head coach Ted Roof received a vote of confidence this week from Blue Devil athletic director Joe Oliva. Oliva said that Roof, who took over for the fired Carl Franks back on October the 19th, has brought terrific enthusiasm to the job and would be considered for the full-time position at the end of the season. Duke has lost both games Roof has coached. Which brings us to our friend Joe Boo, Maxim Online football editor Jordan Burchette, who has some thoughts on some of Duke's other coaching candidates. Joe Boo, it's all you.
Thank you, Sydney. As 6 of you may already know, Duke recently said goodbye to all-doormat head coach Carl Ballpark Franks and has now begun its search for a replacement. Foregoing the obvious heavies, the university has spotted itself a diamond in the rough, a man whom the school, despite his credentials, just may be ready to take a chance on. Norm Chow, offensive coordinator, USC. Can you imagine Chow's excitement to find out he's made the short and getting longer list of candidates being considered for the top job in all the 1700 block of Whitford Drive, Durham, North Carolina? He must feel like a middle-aged, frittering former burnout, backstage at a Kiss concert, just waiting for Gene Simmons to shine his chest. Sure, Chow declined overtures from Kentucky and East Carolina, but those schools aren't Duke. I'll bet he simply can't wait to get out of Southern California, where a resurgence of talent, fan interest, and winning has hampered his pursuit of fecklessness, futility, and fugly cheerleaders. Duke should be embarrassed even making it publicly known that it's considering Chow for the job. The Blue Devils pondering Norm Chow as its head coach is like Sid pondering Halle Berry as his personal back scratcher.
Oh, yeah, right.
Lofty to say the least. Duke's not a project, it is the projects. And Norm Chow can virtually write his own ticket. You think he's going to settle for obstructed view seats? Which brings us to the far larger issue plaguing college football, bloat. Division 1A has gotten as fat with useless membership as the average American child. Of 117 D1A teams, 25 have 2 or fewer wins. 16 draw below 50% average stadium capacity, and 1 rhymes with puke. You ask me, they should purge the whole lot of them. North, South, Western Louisiana, gone. The entire Sun Belt Conference, gone. Notre Dame, gone. Oh. Okay, that one's just wishful thinking. SMU has scored 11 touchdowns in 9 games. Oklahoma, 51. That's on par with the disparity in salary between the average CEO and the average fry cook. Nobody's banking on the pimple-pocked idler dazed from the heating lamps at McDonald's to go on someday run the company. Why should we entertain any delusions that Buffalo will ever win more than 3 games? Oh. Sorry, Kelly. Yeah. The Big East has the right idea. It told Temple to take a hike, like Big Brother is tired of having to play keep away with the football. Now, if only it could help get the image out of my head of Halle Berry scratching Sid's back.
Second that one.
What is so far-fetched about that? I don't understand.
She'd have to remove all the hair first, I think.
The hair would get under her nails.
Like Austin Powers. When we walk up,
I didn't even say anything about his bare back.
Plus the pimples that you.
And I didn't like that comment about Notre Dame either. I know where you live. I've been to your house.
Yeah, well, yeah, the Duke one too. Duke was one of my 5 finalists where I was going to go to school. It's a beautiful
guess
campus.
what?
Where'd you go to school? Definitely not the projects.
How about responding to Joe Bull? Let him have it. Tell him how wrong he is. Even though I think a lot of what he said today is actually right. You can do that. Just log on to CSTV.com and click Mail Joe Bull to fire back at his weekly rant. You can also find the scatterbrained thoughts of Jordan on MaximOnline.com, where he is a senior editor and college football columnist. Still to come on Crystal Ball, it's election season, and Fordham's Kerwin Watson has thrown his hat into the race for Division I AA Player of the Year. We'll explore his candidacy next. And speaking of awards, Jason White of Oklahoma is on the way to collecting a few of his own, including the Heisman. Aaron will break down the postseason banquet next on Crystal Ball.